Thank you, Provost Riley. It is my great pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker. Jessica Herrera-Flanigan earned a bachelor's degree in American Studies from Yale University and a Juris Doctor from Harvard Law School. She started her career as a communications energy lawyer in private practice, and she continued a long list of accomplishments from there. She was the first Latina to lead a U.S. House of Representatives committee while serving as staff director and general counsel for the House Committee of Homeland Security. She has held various other government service positions, including senior counsel in the Computer Crime and Intellectual Property section of the U.S. Department of Justice's Criminal Division, and as special assistant U.S. attorney working on fraud and public corruption cases in the U.S. Attorney's Office in Washington, D.C. She is chair of the U.S. Center for Safe Sport and is on the Peabody Awards Board of Directors. Her current role is at Twitter, where she is Vice President for Public Policy and Philanthropy for the Americas. We are also extremely proud and fortunate to count Jessica among the members of our Regis University Board of Trustees. Please help me in welcoming Jessica Herrera-Flanigan to the lectern.
Y'all didn't see that there. Apparently I was too low yesterday, so they want me to be really high today. Thank you, President Teets and Dr. Riley and the whole Regis family. Wow, you did it. Okay, give yourself a round of applause. And while I can't high five and hug every single one of you, I just wanted to let you know that I am so proud of you and I see you. Actually, you know what? If it's okay. Can y'all stand up for a second? I want to be able to keep seeing you, so let's see if I can make this work. Thank y'all. Y'all can sit down now. You know, seriously though, as I look out, I don't see potential. That's what you usually hear at graduations, that there's a lot of potential, but I want to tell you, I don't see that. What I see is an amazing amount of achievement and accomplishments and success. So congratulations. And I really am humbled to be here today to talk to you. I also want to just say at the onset, if your mind begins to wander and I start sounding like background noise, you know, like rah, 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 don't worry, I get it. It's your day after all. And I just tweeted out my remarks right before I came up. That's why you saw me on my phone. In a thread at Jessie Ray. So if you want to read it later, what I said, that's great. Or not, it's all good. I was really nervous about coming today. I didn't know what I was going to speak about, and I was told that you could be a Riley group that had high expectations. So what I did is I went and I Googled. You know, I'm in tech, so of course I Googled. Most popular commencement topics, and I found the top 5 that are used for commencement speeches. Perseverance, goal-seeking, positive thinking, life lessons, failure. Looking at the list, I asked myself, is there a common thread in all of these topics? And then I realized that there was, but it wasn't something I found on Google. The thread consists of 2 simple traits that we all learned when we were on the playground or in our first class, preschool or kindergarten: kindness and self-awareness. Today, I want to focus on self-awareness. Yesterday, during the graduate commencement, I spoke about kindness, and I tweeted that out too, just in case you're interested and want to see what I said. But again, no pressure or anything. Self-awareness. It, like kindness, as I said, is something we teach our children when they're young, not yet in school. I mean, after all, it's kind of the foundation of kindness, right? It is how we help our kids recognize their emotions and thoughts and help them grow into competent, confident adults. That said, it is a fitting trait to be speaking about today at Regis, as Jesuit teachings in the spirituality of St. Ignatius tells us that self-awareness, as manifested by self-reflectiveness, is composed of 4 virtues: humility, courage, wisdom, and commitment. In other words, self-awareness means looking at your whole you. It means owning up to your weaknesses while celebrating your strengths. It's finding the courage and wisdom to acknowledge and understand how your actions impact others. What does that matter, right? And today, we're seemingly overwhelmed by cultures of self-absorptions, selfies, putting aside the one we just took, of course, self-centered social media posts, polarization. It could be kind of even exhausting to think about self-awareness, so why bother? Well, self-awareness is a superpower that, when fully embraced, gives you the equivalent of X-ray vision to see inside yourself and recognize your faults and values. Now, that doesn't mean you should go to every party and apologize for being you. Instead, and I'm just going to quote Dolly Parton here because it seemed appropriate, it means you find out who you are and you're doing it on purpose. So knowing your weaknesses and where you may struggle also doesn't mean you have to stop trying or give up when things are hard. Rather, it means that you have the tools to find a better path to embrace your strengths and find your confidence groove, especially in a chaotic world. If you look at most leaders, you'll see confidence. Confidence alone, though, is insufficient if you lack commitment. The best leaders are driven, and they avoid distractions. Quite simply, self-aware leaders constantly search for more and strive for improvement, both in themselves and those that are around them. Now, I can't stand up here and talk to you about what self-awareness is without also talking about what isn't it. It's not about being angelic perfect or saintly or making just and right choices all the time. Rather, it's about having the wisdom to act with intention and recognize consequences. Because in the end, we're all human, and let's be real, sometimes it's just too hard to not press that send button or make that comment to someone. We've all done it before, and that's okay. What's not okay is losing the ability to recognize consequences and how things impact others. Don't let the world desensitize you. The hardest test you will face awaits you. How will you take the skills and values you've gained at Regis and make your mark? Only you can assess how you will approach this test, which is not a pass-fail, and it's not for a grade. And let's be real, you're graduating at a time when there is more unrest and uncertainty, both domestically and internationally. We've come out of a global pandemic to face economic and climate crisis, war, and tremendous politicalization. If we ever needed self-aware leaders, it's now. Self-aware and kind leaders like yourselves who are ready to take the hard tests and help build a more just and humane world that adheres to such Jesuit values as cura personalis, care for the person, magis, more, striving for the better, and unity of heart and mind. Self-aware leaders who do not assume the worst in people, especially those with different beliefs, but can grasp interpersonal dynamics to learn and grow. I just want to end today the same way I started, congratulating you on the graduation and thanking you for having me here today. Remember, you aren't the future, you're the present. So yes, embrace your failures, persevere, and set goals. Let positive thinking and life lessons lead you. But most of all, as you leave Regis University, be kind, be self-aware, and in the words of St. Francis de Sales, be who you are and be that well. Thank you.
So I'd like to introduce Bob Engel, who just joined us here today on stage. Thanks for coming today, Bob. I want to now recognize Ms. Herrera-Flanigan's extensive accomplishments and public service. And it is my honor to declare that the Board of Trustees of Regis University, by virtue of the authority vested in it, does hereby confer on Jessica Herrera-Flanigan the degree of Doctor of Human Letters, honoris causa. This includes all rights, privileges, and honors. In testimony thereof, we have affixed our signatures to this document and have certified it with the university seal, conferred at Regis University, Denver, Colorado, in the year of our Lord, 2022. Congratulations, Jessica. There you go.